Hey everybody, I'm just gonna wait for a few people to come in. How everybody doing today or tonight? I'm trying to see. For some reason I can't see the chat. So today, it's just gonna be some industry talk because since I've been gone, a lot of things has been happening that I would like to touch on. So I'm just gonna see if a couple more people is gonna come in. How is everybody doing tonight? So what do y'all want to talk about? No, they didn't. They didn't come. I really took a break because it's just like a lot of this information and a lot of the stuff that YouTubers be doing is overwhelming. So I had to take a little break, a little mental break, to get my mind right. But since I've been gone, I see that a lot has been happening, like just with the world, period, the industry. So how y'all doing tonight? Hey, Asia, Jamisha, Atlanta since '82. Did y'all watch the Grammys? Did anybody watch the Grammys? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Mm, You know that rabbit hole deep. Right. And that's the thing about it. And it's like, it took me a minute to get back on here. I'm not going to lie. But I just been seeing so much stuff going on. And I follow the Shade Room. So I just been seeing a lot of stuff going on and a lot of deaths. And I just couldn't hold it in anymore. I'm like, a lot of people don't understand. So I had to come back to YouTube to the people that understood. I didn't watch it either because I already know, that most of it is just like basically a lot of ritualistic things going on, especially with the Sam Smith and everything. I just seen a lot of clips and a lot of pictures on the Shade Room. I really didn't too much watch the entire um, Grammys, but it was sad, and it's sad that they're putting all of this stuff right in front of our face, and you still have people that deny it, like that just so oblivious. Like, how are you not seeing that they're basically playing God? They're basically playing good and evil, and they're basically just switching everything around and making everything evil. Everything that they do is evil. Like, I didn't even get to touch on the Tiffany Haddish and the Ari Spears situation, and I was arguing with a couple people about that situation too, because there, a couple people was like, well, they were just putting out awareness with um, molestation or whatever the case may be, but they could have did that a whole different way. That's how I feel. Like, I watched some of the videos and I was just so disgusted. Like, are they really doing this? And it's just like they're blatantly doing this to these kids and don't nobody care. Hey, Kimonte, how you doing? Yes, everything is all well. I just was telling everybody that I took a little mental break. That was it. There was a lot going on with YouTube and doing these videos, but I'm getting back into it because I'm just like I'm tired of seeing all of this stuff, and you have certain people that speak on it, but I think that we need a lot more people to start speaking on the things that's going on, because little do everybody know, like, what the celebrities is doing in that industry has it really has a big effect on us and what's going on in the world. Like, they're not just celebrities, they're not just here out here making music, they're out here to entertain us for a reason. And I just, wish everybody will understand that. Like, we're not just picking on celebrities. We're not just making this stuff up. Half of this stuff that YouTubers is getting, like, as far as like the information and everything, is coming from the celebrities. Like, we're not going out taking pictures of them, making up things about them, saying that they're a part of this big secret society that they're not a part of. They're the ones that's putting this stuff out here. And we're just picking it up and putting two and two together. But I just want everybody to understand, like, a lot of the stuff that you feel me is going on with the celebrities has a big effect on us as well. I saw when Beyonce thanked the queer community and the fans were crazy. I have to because I heard, I'm not sure how true it is, but I heard that the Renaissance album was like basically like paying homage to the T community. I can't say the word, but the T community. So I'm not sure. I'll have to do some more research into that. Sorry, but and the one more thing I want to say as well is, please do not go to this Beyonce concert. Like, when we go to these concerts and we're basically we're enabling what they're doing. When we go to these concerts are nothing but rituals. They're like, I don't understand why they can't make music and not have the devil in their videos, or they're playing God, or they're in a casket, or like, why does everything have to be just so I don't understand. So let me see. I'm just about to read a couple comments. Hope you're. Oh, we could definitely talk. We can definitely talk. I haven't checked my email in so long, so I'll definitely go ahead and check my email. I think I did see a video. I think I did. You sent me a video or something. Yes, that is true. They're definitely putting everything right in front of our faces, especially with the whole like Quavo. And I just, like I said, I didn't watch the Grammys, but I was just seeing, little clips and stuff from the Shade Room, and I seen the little performance with Jay-Z and all of them sitting around a table. It was just basically like they're mocking everything, and they're turning it into something demonic, like, and it really don't have to be that way. And I wish everybody would start waking up. I really do. So if y'all could, family members, whoever, just slowly but surely try to get them to understand that this stuff is really serious. Concerts are basically out of. I've been only to one in my whole life. I was never into that. Yeah, I've never been to a concert either. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did want to go to a Rod Wave concert, but that's another story. But I've never been to a concert either. Cause I just see, like, even with the Michael Jackson concerts, like, everybody was just passing out. It was just too much going on, and then everybody is just like clammed together. I can't do it. I can't. So I never went to a concert. Yes, and I seen Orlando Brown speaking about this. And a lot of people think he crazy, but what you got to understand is Orlando Brown has been in the industry since he was a kid. So he has seen more than what the average person that's in the industry, or just like period, has seen. Like, he has seen a lot. He's not just coming out saying this stuff for no reason. He might throw a little something in there to try to throw somebody off, and you be like, "What?" But then if you think about it, if you know what he talking, or if you understand, you put two and two together, you'd be like, "Okay, now I understand what he's saying." Like, he's throwing something in there to try to throw us off a little bit. But at the same time, he just said some real shit. Like with the panda eyes. I didn't even understand. I didn't know what that was. And then like what was like a month or two ago when Blueface and Krishan had got into a fight and he said that she blacked both of his eyes. That was a part of that was for sure a ritual. And that's they said a lot goes on. I don't even want to talk about the panda eyes, but they said um yeah, a lot goes on with that. Doja for sure. And she keeps being she's putting it in plain sight too, for sure. And did y'all know that this year is the year of the skull and bones? I just found this out like maybe like a couple weeks ago. They used the cart to drug her up. Yes, they. Yeah, but another thing that I wanted to ask you guys: did you guys see House Party, the new the new House Party that came out like a couple weeks ago? Yeah, I never heard about the panda eyes. I didn't hear about the that until Orlando Brown said something about that. And he was saying something about skinning and how some children are really he was going to off into some deep stuff and it just had me thinking like are these people really walking around wearing masks? Beyonce Snoop Dogg. I seen somebody said that Mary J. Blige wasn't looking like herself, like she was looking like she was out of it or something like. Um, and that's another thing too. That's why I just seen everybody like what they gonna do to get Beyonce tickets, and I'm like, little do y'all know, all I can do is pray for y'all because y'all don't see y'all seen this lady switch in and out on stage from whatever she was going through on stage. Y'all seen all of this stuff. Y'all see how she like I really part of me just really think that Beyonce is out of it. And half of the time she don't be knowing what's going on. And I feel the same way about Lil Baby. Like Lil Baby be looking lost a lot. Like he don't know what the fuck be going on. Sorry. She tired of doing that dumbass dance. I'm tired of her doing that dumbass dance. Her and Diddy. Like y'all need to let that shit go. It is over. Beyonce definitely don't have no soul in her eyes. Beyonce and I do believe this. I do believe this. And it's crazy how when Chloe Bailey and her sister first came out, Beyonce said that basically she made it like she just met them. But but they all played in the same movie together back in the day, Fighting Temptation or whatever movie they all played on. So I really think that they be having most of this stuff planned from birth or planned from whatever. Like I really think that they be having some of these celebrities' life planned out already. Like I seen a picture with Lil Yachty and Ludacris when Lil Yachty was a kid, and I'm like, damn. So we be thinking that these celebrities, like some of these people, just be getting on when little do we know they've been in the industry forever, like since they were kids. And that's why half of them be crazy as hell. She's been knowing those girls. Yes, for sure. Been knowing them since they were little girls. And the fact that as soon as Chloe turned 18, they started exposing her, like just sexualizing her. That says a lot about them. Like, I just feel like if you pray just because she just turned any woman period just because that woman turns 18 does not give a grown person, a grown ass man, woman, whoever, the right to sexualize them. Yes, I feel like Glorilla is an industry plant. And I was looking at some pictures of Glorilla back before she even got hot, and she do not look the same. Like even when she was coming, I mean, even when she first came out, everybody was saying like she looked like Lil Mama or she looked like Tasha Mack off of the game. They were saying like that she looked like different people, and I'm like, damn, she do kind of look like all these people. But if you look at her pictures from when before she even got famous, she did not look like that. Like, so I don't know what the fuck what they did to her face or what happened, but she did not look the way that she look now. Yeah, I believe that too. And that whole little thing with her and DDG that just happened, like all of this stuff, I just really feel like they be planning this stuff and they be using most of this stuff to mess with our energy. That's what a lot of people got to understand too. Most of this stuff and most of these things that they put out is to fuck with our energy. If you see, I be on the shade room and I just see like a them post something about one of the celebrities. And you will go in the comments and you will see everybody battling, everybody arguing, everybody just disrespecting each other for these celebrities. Like these people don't know you. So why is you arguing with the next person about you? We don't know these people. So why is you arguing about with the next person about somebody about a celebrity relationship? Like some of that just don't be making sense to me. She is, and a lot of that stuff that they putting out there is to desensitize us because like fuck nigga free. I never that song was never hot to me. Like I did not gravitate to that song like a lot of people did because I just feel like that's just putting out bad energy. Not everybody walking around fuck nigga free saying all of this. You feel me? All of this negative stuff and it's just keeping us further away from each other and you like building with the I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like it's just keeping us from building with one another or just getting finally getting on a positive path. Like every time we turn around it's a negative song coming out and then they play it over and over and over and over until it's in your mind, until it's stuck in your brain and you don't got no choice but to like they for sure know what they doing. Yeah, I seen that picture. I for sure seen that picture. And I think they said that she had put that picture, said that she did it that way so she can show all her rings or something like that. But I mean, we all know there's other ways to show, you feel me, show all your rings. So we know exactly what she was doing. Hold on, what? Just like Offset was in a Whitney Houston video. Wow. What video was what video was this? Celebrity. It is a dangerous drug, and we're not supposed to be worshiping them. We're not supposed to be idolizing them. Like especially like we're and they put all of this stuff out there. They put the money out there. If you watch the videos, they put the money out there, the jewelry, the nice house, the nice cars, everything that you feel me a normal person will want, but not thinking about what the hell they going through to get that and if that's even theirs or if it's loaned to them or if they're just taking having it for the video. Like we don't know nothing that these celebrities go through to get what they get, but we're steady idolizing what they got and wishing that we had it. Like I just don't understand. But I didn't see nobody say that they watched the House Party movie. So if y'all didn't watch the new House Party movie, go watch that House Party movie. Go watch that movie because I was just like, okay, as they are they mocking us or I don't know. Like it was for sure in plain sight. Like if you watch the house, if you watch that movie and you come back and say that you still don't believe this shit, something is really wrong with you. Something is, and I'm gonna pray for you. Yes, it's really you're really not gonna have to dissect anything with the movie because when I tell you that it's in plain sight, when I tell you that it's just like all out there, it's all out there, and you gonna be looking like, damn, they really. Like, damn, they really don't care. They really don't care. The house part, and it wasn't even. I don't need. They should have just named it something else. But it was a lot going on. They was drinking. They drinking the blood, having a little party that they the parties that they be having in the industry. Like when y'all watch that movie, make sure you comment back on this video and tell me what you thought about it, because that it was definitely crazy. And I didn't watch the house party movie, but I searched it on YouTube, and the second result was house party Illuminati scene. Yup, that's crazy. And Kid Cudi, I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, Kid Cudi was not like this before when he first came out. Yep, they for sure fucked Kid Cudi up, cause yeah, they really think that Beyonce is like she really the queen. They really I was and I keep going back to the shade room because that's where I just be getting most of my information. But when I was reading the comments, they really idolize her. It's no way, it ain't no getting out of that. They really look up to that woman, and they gonna do whatever they can or whatever they got to do to go to that concert. Yeah, I seen that too at the Grammys. So, what do y'all think about Takeoff? Because, like I said, I've been gone for a minute, and it's been so much stuff that's been happening. They did, and when he came back at the end of the movie, it was just like, I think in the movie he said something like, "This the first Kid Cudi or the second Kid." Something is referencing a clone. I can't remember exactly, um, but he for sure. Yeah, when he wore that dress on stage and he had his nails painted, I knew for sure. Him and I know y'all Meek Mill. I'm sorry, but Meek Mill he be taking me out too because I don't know what the like what he got going on. I'm just waiting, y'all. Watched the video. He did call them messy. They basically gave us a play by play on what's going to happen. Yeah, that could be true. Yes, and there was another. Hold on, Meek Mill was hopping up and down like a bunny, saying he lost a bet and all. Never you were owned. Yeah, that's true. And every time I see him, because I know the guy name is what is it, Ruben or Mike, something like that. But every time I see them post a picture, I see Meek. Like he's just all where they always got a video together, or they always making him do some weird shit. Just like they tried to make him jump into that water or whatever they was trying to make him do. Like they always got him doing something weird. Like, and he be taking them suspect selfies. Yeah. Oh, you seen the video on Takeoff broke down? Did y'all ever see the show called The Games People Play? I think that's what it was called. They trying to desensitize the secret society. It ain't a secret no more. And I was wondering, like, when they say that all like basically like things will be revealed or things will come to light, like, is this what they're talking about? Because They really don't. They really don't care no more. Like as far as what's being put out there, and then it's not even like it's different groups, so they all at different ranks and stuff like that. But I really think that all of this is being put out for a reason. I really think that they're showing us certain things now for a reason. I don't think that all of this is done for no reason. I saw one video of Meek Mill in the pool and he was bent over like someone had ran up in him. And guess who was recording him? Diddy. Meek will do anything to keep his position. By the way, his music is ass. Yes, it is. They keep playing that same song in the club from 2001, even though it really wasn't 2001, but still, like, I'm tired of that song. I am tired of it. Um, but for sure, um, Meek Mill, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Meek Mill. He different for sure. Who's this was in somebody's song. That is so sad that what will a man profit to gain the whole world? Whose song that was in somebody's song? I can't remember. I heard that before. And did y'all see the video about the girl coming out saying that uh, Aaliyah and R. Kelly is her parents? Do y'all think that that is true, or do y'all think that she trying to either clickbait or somebody making her do it? Dreams and Nightmares intro came out in 2012. That's the only song from him that you'll hear niggas be getting emotional when that song comes on. Yes, it's a secret society. All they ask is we trust Jay Z. Oh yeah, that was on I Wish. Cause on I Wish, like if you listen to that song, he was really crying his heart out. He was really saying some shit in that song. And I know y'all seen that video about when Kanye came out a couple months ago admitting what happened to his mama. And they still tried to turn it around and say that he was crazy. Like if this man just in plain sight, clear as day, told y'all what happened to his mama and who else did this to their kids to get on top, and y'all still gonna turn around and call this man crazy. Like no. He know what the fuck happened and that shit tearing his ass up. That shit is tearing his ass up. Rihanna Super Bowl coming up, gonna be a lot of symbolism. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I was just checking in on y'all though. I'm about to go ahead and finish putting this video together. Let's see. I wish was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And I don't know why I get sad. That's why I say a lot of this stuff that they be putting out and be fucking with our energy for real. Like the music, the frequency, all of that is fucking with our energy. But every time I listen to that song, I don't know why it just make me sad because I'm like, you can really, if you listen to the words, he was really crying out for real, like crying out for help. He said some shit in there. I gotta re-listen to that song because he said some stuff in that song that made me think hard as hell. Like he knew, I think he knew what the fuck was going to eventually happen to him. So all of them sing and rap about how the deal is crappy and they have to give more than they receive. They basically admit it's not worth it, but fans still want to be them. Exactly. They come out and they tell people what they got to go through. They tell them that they not getting paid for real. Like half of them don't even be paying on their taxes, and now I see why a lot of them be deep in debt with their taxes because they don't know. And they don't like that don't half of that money don't even be theirs. Half of that money be advances. And they gotta work that shit off. They go quick as hell to the jewelry store, go get a car real quick or something, but don't understand that you gonna have to work all of that shit off, and you gonna have to get them what they want. You not leaving that contract until you get them what they want, or you gonna have to fight hard as hell. They be singing it be in their songs and everything, and people just be no, y'all conspiracy theorists, y'all making up. Like, no, this is the shit that they saying. We just listening. And I believe that. I know that because I be looking at so many comments, and I be seeing like even when I think Megan Thee Stallion had put up a post, and she had the red suit, the red outfit on with the devil horns or whatever she had on, and people was just basically commenting on her post like, "Oh, you win the the Illuminati and all of this other stuff." And I'm like, I wonder, do they be reading these? Like, they gotta know, you feel me, that at some point people is hip and people know what's going on, but you still got that percentage that still, you feel me, don't know what's going on, but you still got that 1 or 2% of people that's hip and know what's going on. And that's why they putting certain stuff out here to mock it. Like what Doja put out a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago when she said she gonna keep doing crazy stuff, or she gonna keep what she doing, because basically I guess people kept saying she was in the Illuminati, and she was basically like she not in there. Yep, he did. He did. And I was like, because I'm like, now he married this. Like, how he get married? Do he even know this woman? But people don't understand. Like a while back, like years ago, before Kanye even started coming out acting like this, I had read an article. I can't even remember what article I read, but he was basically saying like they had put him in a mental institution, and they kept giving him all of these pills that he didn't need, and they kept drugging him and all of the, all of that. And then I guess when he got out, that's when you seen him sitting next to Trump, and he had the red hat on, and he was basically like in a kid like manner. Like, I don't understand. I don't know how to explain it, but he was basically like a kid sitting next to Trump. Like, he was just acting like, I don't know, but he basically said that they put him in there and they was giving him a lot of medicine that he didn't need, and they kept drugging him up. But Kanye for sure, he a smart ass man. I really feel like they get in there really thinking that they talent gonna push them through, not knowing that when they sign that contract, basically the industry owns you. And I feel like they be using their talent against them. And when they start seeing certain stuff and not agreeing with it, or they get tired of it, that's when they start trying to come out. Tupac, So Many Tears, in another song where he was crying out. He was talking about some deep shit. Yeah, I gotta go back and listen to that song too. Even your tell my vision is programming. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'd be so mad because I'm like, I'd be trying to watch movies and TV shows. That's why I really watch the same shows. Like, I watch the same old shows that I've been watching. I might watch a couple new shows here and there just to get something, just to try to watch something different. But I can never watch stuff the same no more. Like, it's always something that's just gonna pop out and be like, this is them, or this, or they trying to tell us something, or this is symbolism. Like, I can never watch TV the same, like, no matter what it is. It's called initiation. No, for real. No, for real. And they known for that. And they be having insurance policies out on them. So the I mean, what's the quickest way to say a rapper died? Gun violence, drugs, because this is what they, even though they might not be really doing this is what they're known for. So that's gonna be the first thing that they're gonna say. They was in a shootout, they overdosed, or some dumb shit like that. When 9 times out of 10, y'all did it. and now you about to collect this money, and they family not about to get nothing. They family not about to get a thing. They be telling us every day in many forms, in many different ways. They do. They do. And I just seen something where they was just saying like 2025 we're going to be predicted to be going to war with China. How do you put I just don't like how do you predict like what is y'all doing to even be able to predict something like this? And then I had to go back and watch and read, I mean not even watch, but go back and read the Simpsons predictions, and that was one of the predictions. Even 19, I can't even see, you know what I mean, the word, you know what happened when the word world shifted. Even that was predicted on the Simpsons. So I'm just like, they really find different ways. You just got to be smart enough and intelligent enough to understand like this world is not what they're saying it is. And you got to be able to pick up on certain stuff. Like I mean, these celebrities is trying to put us on. They trying to tell us. They even dying to tell us. You feel me? What's going on? They know that's the consequence if they start opening their mouth. But they taking that risk, and people still turn around and say they crazy, they lying, they on drugs. I'd be mad as hell if I was a celebrity. Like y'all really, I'm really sitting here trying to drop gems and trying to tell y'all what's going on, and y'all calling me crazy or y'all calling me a drug addict because this is what the press put out. This is what they put out in the media. You ain't seen me do drugs. You don't know. You feel me? You don't know my mental state. So how can you determine all of that off of one media post? That's how brainwashed a lot of us are. Snoop, for example, still working hard 30 years later. I think his daughter said they ain't got it like that either. Yeah, just like Lil Romeo came out and said Master P ain't got it like that. Like these people, they really starting to put these people on the spot. Like we be thinking they got it like that and they living this lavish life, but they really don't. They just a puppet for real. I hate that we get shamed for cognitive thinking, free thinking, being analytical and logical. It's so fair because unfair because of course the elite play that card on. The truth is to be ostracized even by our own family. Yes, I agree with that. I really agree with that. I and then like I sometimes I try to say something like it'll be a story that come out and I'll be like, no, that don't sound right. And then you will have people looking at you like not you thinking like a conspiracy theorist, but I really be like, no, this is like y'all you need to wake up. This is really happening. Like this shit is not it's not a joke at all. Yeah, Jay Z. I don't know. I don't know about Jay Z. I heard that he stole his way into that position anyway. Like he took somebody else's style. These folks got the Isley brothers still performing. Them folks are great grandfathers. Let them old men live peacefully and enjoy their hard work. Yes, that part too. Like they be really working these people to death. I mean, working. They gonna get every last cent. They gonna get their money worth. If you signed a contract for 3 years and you supposed to have a certain amount of albums and you only put out one album or you only put out two albums, they want they shit. They want what they invested in. And you gonna do whatever they say to make it happen. They don't care. They do not care. Just like I was watching the interview on I can't think of his real name, but Bruh Man that played on Martin. I was watching a video, an interview on him. He was talking about Bernie Mac, and the way that he was talking about Bernie Mac, you could tell that he really loved that man. Like his whole emotion and everything was just like so sincere. Like he really cared about him, and he said that they worked him to death. He said that they worked Bernie Mac to death. He wasn't even supposed to do I guess the last season of the Bernie Mac show. You could tell where he was like really sick and really different from the other seasons that came out. But he said that they worked him into to his death. And I was just like, that's crazy because they really would. And you really have people that's really talented that really want to, you know, follow their dreams and really want to make it somewhere. But then you got these people that's preying on them. The talent will get you there. What are you willing to do to stay? Exactly. Exactly. Praise who still wants to tour at that age, although they don't have it like that. Keith Sweat is still performing with his swag. Don't do Keith Sweat like that. He, right? She's Auntie's look. Why was I like, don't do Keith Sweat like that? Because I used to be the same way. Like, why do he sound like that? Like his voice is so irritating. And then I think I heard like one or two songs, and I just been like hooked on him for since then. Like I always find a different song by him that I like. Yes, we had good black sitcoms that showed what we all want, like family, structure, businesses. Like we had good shows like that that showed you what the real world of, being bullied and shit like that. But now you got shows where that's mainly what they're doing. They're mainly bullying each other, mainly fighting each other. Like Zeus needs to be taken down. Zeus is nothing but a negative ass network. Why would they give Krishan and Blueface a goddamn show knowing that they always fighting each other? Like, why would y'all televise that? We already have enough women, enough men, because men go through domestic violence too. It's not just women, but we have enough of that. We see enough of that in our daily lives. Why do we need to see that shit on TV? Why do we need to see each other beat on each other and degrade each other? Like we already got enough of that going on. We already got enough people doing that to us. So why do we got to be televised, and why do we got to sign up to do that? Like I know, sometimes things get rough and people need money, and you feel me, that's the first thing popping, and you like, okay, I'm gonna do a couple seasons, and then you start getting hooked in or whatever the case may be, but that shit not worth it. Because you got little girls, you got young men looking at this, and they gonna grow up and they gonna think that that shit is okay. It's okay because she love you. She can hit you. He can hit you because they love you. Yeah, I know that for sure. I said that too. Like, I wonder, do most of these celebrities like really be gone? Do they be hiding somewhere? But it's for sure energy harvesting. That's why you got to watch what stories you read and watch what the news, all of that. Watch what you put your energy into. Please watch what you put your energy into because that's all they feed off of is our energy. Why you think they be having these big concerts? It's a lot of energies in there. That's all they need to do what they got to do what they got to do. Just look at it, Freddy Krueger. The movie was about him molesting little kids on the block or whatever, and the parents found out and burned him alive. Like, first of all, who would think of some shit like that? Why do you always gotta have some type of something with kids being messed with in a TV show or in a movie? But then his powers wasn't working unless he was feeding off of their fear, unless they was scared, unless they was fearful of him. That's the only way that he would get his, you feel me, his energy and his power up to come into their dreams. They had to be scared of him. So that's why I be feeling like a lot of stuff do be based on energy. Like they really be basing a lot of stuff off of our energy. Let me see. Hey, Simply Deep, how you doing today? One moment, y'all. They got our world planned 50 years ahead. We have to start paying attention to the list of world government officials that attend those COP meetings because they decide what happens to us. That is true. That is definitely true. Like we really got to pay attention. Like I've been telling people, the NWO is slowly but surely happening. What happened in 2020 or 29 at the end of 2019 really shifted the world. It really shifted everything that we was doing, our daily lives. Prices is prices went up. Like it really shifted a lot. And they did a lot to see how we will react to certain things. And now they know how we are going to react to certain things. And that's how they going. That's exactly how that's going to happen. Everything is a test. Everything that they do, they put out here first to see how we gonna react to it. And if we react out of fear or anything like that, they gonna feed off of it, and that's when they gonna push it through. Three ways in the industry: someone close, soul, or ass. Pick one, but they are taking all three. That is true. You don't decide, and that's another thing. You don't decide what they do to you. You don't decide who they take from you. You don't decide that. And I really like Jay-Z song Lost One. But I'm like, you really gotta start listening to the song, listening to the words that these rappers be singing, because I didn't know that his nephew, he had bought a car for his nephew, and his nephew had died in the car that he bought him. So I'm just listening to the lyrics and I'm just singing along, not even knowing that he's saying, and if you died in the car I bought, he was saying something else, something, partly my fault. Time no go back and go forward. Can't run from the pain, go towards it. But it was just like he knew what happened. He knew what he did. So I'm like, you gotta really pay attention and watch what you listening to, because they be saying most of the shit that they be doing in their songs, and why you think most of their lyrics be held against them in court? Because they be putting the shit in their songs. You know, when these celebrities be saying they not gonna live that long, and then a few years later they're gone. Yeah, just like Juice World said that he wanted to. I guess he wanted to be famous. All he wanted to do was get famous and fake his death or something like that, and then that's what happened. Bernie Mac's wife said Bernie was said he was tired when he was in the hospital. Yes, he for sure was tired. Even if you watch the last season of the Bernie Mac show, you can really see, like, you can see how his health changed from all the other seasons. Like he didn't even sound the same. Like when he was talking, it was just like he was running out of breath or something. So they really made this man work while he was sick. And then a lot of people don't know that Bernie Mac seen something that he wasn't supposed to see. That's what really happened to him. He wasn't sick. They half of these celebrities, they be giving them these illnesses. He seen something that he wasn't supposed to see, and he was going to expose it. And before he could, they took him out. They knew what they were getting into eventually. Yep. I'm doing good, man. How about you? I'm new here, and I just love watching content like this. And I've been interested in stuff like this since I've watched the DVD VOC called Blood Sacrifice. I'm doing good, and welcome to the Plain Jane Show. Thank you for coming in. Um, that was the first time that I actually started paying attention to a lot too. Is it was a DVD out. I don't know if a lot of people remember, but this was probably like one of the first DVDs that came out where they was exposing the industry, and it was called A Damn Shame. And ever since I watched, I think it was a couple parts to it, and after I watched that, I was like, okay, like now I see. And then one of them, that's when Tupac was like, Dr. Dre be up in the studio, or he be in the next room or the next studio sucking whatever he be doing. But That's when I first started really like putting two and two together when I first seen that DVD. But you said this one was called Blood Sacrifice. Example, Mariah Carey. Yeah, Mariah Carey. I gotta read her book because I heard that it was she was saying a lot in her book and a lot of stuff that her mother did to her. But a lot of these parents be pimping their kids out to the industry though. All TV shows are trash. Yes. The TV shows that I like to watch sci-fi TV shows, and the only reason why I like to watch those is because it says a lot. Like it tells you what's really going on. Like them sci-fi movies be having some shit in it. Like I don't know if y'all seen the 100, but if y'all haven't seen that, y'all need to go watch that too because in that show, I talked about this a minute ago, but in that show, it was basically like a group of people came down to earth. Basically, I guess the earth was humanity was over. They came down to earth to see if earth was still livable. In the process of them coming down to earth, they're running into different, I'm gonna just say allies that's trying to also take over earth. And some of the tactics that they was using to get to those allies, they were switching out consciousness between different people. Like they would take somebody one consciousness from one person and put it into the next person. So I don't know how they was doing that, but that's basically how they was getting most of their information, and that was a lot of stuff that they was doing in the military too back in the day. They was using a lot of stuff, a lot of those tactics to get to the allies, and that's where all the MK Ultra and all of that and all them start and all of that like all of that play back into go back into military. Reality TV is demonic. Love and hip hop destroyed black women, made it cool to be violent. It did. And you would think that on Love and Hip Hop they was really getting on there to promote their music and promote their talent and what they really had going on. But you didn't get to see any of that. And I'm sure they probably didn't let them know that some of the stuff they was going to be exploiting was going to be exploited. They probably didn't know half of that. They probably really thought, you feel me, that they talent was going to be um, televised, and it wasn't. I can tell you how many hours my dad would watch TV and not hang out with me, his own living son. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Stranger Things. Yeah, I seen Stranger Things. It's a lot going on in that movie too. Cause basically what they was going in and out of an open portal or something like that. And I heard that we have portals like, and that's when they be trying to, I guess when the portals open, that's when they be trying to harvest our energy and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on the Astro World tragedy that happened last year? Do you think all the people who died that day were sacrificed? They for sure was. And I was arguing with a lot of people about this topic as well because they were trying to say like, okay, well, if Travis like he's on the stage, he didn't see what was happening, he couldn't stop anything. But I'm like, if this is your concert and you're in control of this concert, it's been plenty of celebrities that done seen something going on in the audience and they stopped the whole show and made sure that that person or whatever the situation was getting taken care of. He deliberately sat there, knew all of that shit was going on, and was still going on with the performance. Then the whole little flyer, they had the open portal on the flyer, they had all of that. It was a lot going on. So I for sure think or believe that a lot of those people were sacrificed on that concert. And it's sad to say because a lot of people got hurt. That's so true. Just like Disney classics are always involving the tragedy of the parents and leaving the child vulnerable to danger. Yes. Like what and who be thinking of like I just be like, who think of stuff like this? Like you really have to be a pedo to sit up here and write something like this in a script. Like really. And half of them, well, most of them um Disney kids get preyed on. Just like what's his name, Dan Schneider. They put him back on Nickelodeon after all of them after they were saying that he was um after they came out with the allegations against him. They still end up turning around and putting him back on Nickelodeon. Yep, and unfortunately, we have a lot of, and that's why I be thinking like, because some celebrities be looking older, but the ones that be looking older is the ones that don't be like on like that anymore. Like for instance, Redman. But then if you look at Method Man look good as hell. So it just be like, I think certain people be drinking that, and I think certain people don't. I don't know why. And I don't know if I even put my video up Old Dirty Bastard, because once I seen them interviews with Old Dirty Bastard and Method Man, that really made me look at Method Man a lot different. So if y'all get a chance, go look up that interview, because he said it multiple times. And Method Man just kept, if you look at the interview, like he just kept saying certain stuff like he don't mess with the government or something of that nature. And then here go Method Man like, I don't got no problem with the government. I love the government. You don't got no problem with me. I'm just looking at him like, you old coon. Like, what the fuck? Like this, he's sitting up here trying to put people on game, and here you go. Oh, I don't got no problem against them. I don't got nothing. Like, okay, you let them take him out. Have you ever heard of the World Economic Summit? They also have a YouTube channel. No, I'm gonna look them up. What do they talk about? It's the flickering rate of the screen and whatnot. Yes, it for sure was. It for sure was. Once they seen that everybody was in fair and everybody really fell in line and did what, and not even knowing what was really going on, like we just automatically fell in line, changed our whole life, our whole daily living because of this. So I'm betting once they seen that, they like, oh, it's a go. It's a go. They want the children. I hate that many people don't care about all of the missing children. No news outlets speak on it. Pizzagate was exposed and now hidden. It angers me. Yes, it does. It angers me too because I'm like, imagine your child just wanting to be a singer or a dancer or just having all of this talent and they want to be somebody and go somewhere, but you can't let them because you got this industry full of people that preys on children, that look forward to that shit. Like a lot of people didn't speak on that, on what happened with that Tiffany Haddish and that Aries Spears. Like she had just put on a shade room, like, because I guess they coming out with a girls trip too or whatever, and she like, I'll be on that one if the girls will accept me back. And then I got to read in the comments and everybody like, oh, I just give her another chance. She didn't. She like, what the fuck do you mean give her another chance? They was just accused of something that has to do with little kids. And if you watch the videos, the video, like the little boy staring at the newspaper at Ari Spears and Ari Spears looking at him through the newspaper with the eyes cut out, all of that shit is disturbing. So you mean to tell me that don't nobody think that was wrong? That so y'all just go ahead and give her a pass? Like that really irritated me because I'm like, y'all really bypassing what these kids went through and what they experienced just for this girl to be back on the movie that's not even fucking funny. She not even funny. So I'm like, I don't know. This is getting weirder. It's getting weirder. Like um them videos really disturbed me. And I was really arguing with a lot of people about them videos because because I just couldn't understand like why don't nobody see nothing wrong with them doing these with this lady kids. I'm worried about that Tyler Samaj. He's famous on TikTok, and his parents really need to take heed. He's really funny child, but he shouldn't be involved with that evil industry. Yep. And sometimes the parents be in on it too. Half of these parents, it's sad to say, but half of these parents be Masons, okay? Or they be already a part of the get down. So half of them be giving up their kids to the industry. Just like that girl Lele. She I was seeing a couple things on her Instagram, and she got her own show on Nickelodeon, and I'm just like, I just already know that they been already. I'm just gonna pray for her because it's really sad that these kids can't have talent. Even a grown person. Like there was a test to see how controllable we are. It was surreal going to the mall or store and seeing everybody with the mask on. Yes, and it was like, why are you in the car by yourself with the mask on? That's what was getting me. Like, are we really this brainwashed to the point where we then got in the car by just us in the car, nobody else, and put a mask on with the windows rolled up? I done seen so many older people doing this. I'm like, y'all gonna really do the job for them? Like, I don't understand. So, and then they had the little thing, and then once they started just like accessorizing everything, like the mask started becoming the shields, and then they started making it pretty and cute for your face, but it's really not protecting nothing. I knew it was a gimmick then, like, but when it first happened, I had done my research, and all I know is that for sure was a bio weapon against us. And that's why I really think we're predicting that we're going to go to war with them in 2025. FBG Duck got taken out because he exposed Lil Durk was finna sacrifice King Von. I think I seen that. I think I seen that. And they probably be knowing it's about to be their time. They probably know what's going on. Just like the whole XX coming out, the whole thing coming back out, and they saying that Drake had something to do with it, and he's supposed to had made a video saying that if something happened to him, Drake did it. Um, yeah, yeah. The Tiffany Haddish videos were disgraceful. Yeah, they were, and especially Ari Spears. Like, why are you sitting in the bathroom while this little boy is in the tub, looking at him through a newspaper with the eyes cut out? Like, what part of this? And then y'all talking about y'all trying to bring awareness. It's other ways to bring awareness. You can write a book, you can write a post, you can host the event, you can do all type of stuff to raise awareness. But y'all chose to take these kids, and the mother didn't know. Even if the mama did know something about it, you got to be a sick motherfucker in your head to go through with something like that. And then they were saying that was before Tiffany Haddish had even got on for real, or she was even really famous. So I'm like, was that her way? Did she do something? And they released them tapes because half of them be having tapes on them, half of them be having recordings on them, of them doing something that they ain't supposed to be doing, and they use that against them. So I'm like, did she do something? And they dropped them. They dropped them videos like, we got something for your ass. Girls Trip was a movie for degenerates, a bunch of washed up old ass women acting like they still in college. Tiffany Haddish is so cringy to me. Yeah, she is. She not even funny. For real. I ain't gonna lie, I did kinda like her when she first came out. I forgot what movie she was in. I liked her when she first came out, but once I started seeing like how she really wasn't funny, I'm like, yeah. And then once that stuff came out between with her and Ari Spears, that really put a sour taste in my mouth. Yeah, the parents for sure be in on it, and it's sad. I'm glad you know, cause yes, he definitely told them, And that's why I don't like Steve Harvey or Mr. Potato Head looking ass either, because it's like y'all, you, DL, who, like all of y'all, Bernie Mac was funnier than all of y'all. And we just gonna lay, he was funnier, for sure, funnier than all of y'all. Y'all had to take the spotlight off of him. And I think what happened was I think they had took him to one. They had took him to one of them labs, and that's how he was gonna expose it, but it was too late. I was saying to keep the kids away from this demonic industry. They're the easy target for these demons from hell. Yes, kids and poor people are the easiest targets. The people that be grinding and struggling, or just, you feel me, they got talent but they don't have nothing. Those are the easiest ones to get. You flash $10,000 in their face, they ain't seen that, so of course they gonna take the bait and not even know what they signing up for. No, for real. They are innocent and it's sad. Just like that Balenciaga post. I'm just like, and then to see, when I seen that post, I automatically knew. Like, and then Orlando Brown had said that too. He was like, um, in so many words, you be seeing all of these commercials and shit, not knowing that these kids is stolen, not knowing that these kids is being trafficked. But we just looking at it as a commercial, or they just in a magazine, but no, it's way deeper than that. And that's what I felt when I looked at that Balenciaga post. That kid was looking sad. That kid was looking sad as fuck in that Balenciaga post. Then they had so much symbolism. It was crazy. And to see black people, because I don't care about what nobody else do. I only care about us. And I'm just gonna keep it real. To see them still wear that shit, it pissed me off. Cause I'm like, first of all, these people with these high end companies, they don't even want us wearing their stuff, to be honest. They made this shit for the celebrities. They don't want us wearing their stuff. They don't even like us. So for you to see a company blatantly exploit children on a post, or on a in a magazine or whatever it is, and you still support them and you still walking around wearing their stuff, that says a lot about you. And I'm just gonna keep it real. That says a lot about you. Yes, they blackmail the celebs with tapes, and I believe that's what matching parties are for. Get them drunk and high and have them engage in the unthinkable. Yes, for sure. And I noticed another thing is they send people to you. They will send a fine ass girl or a fine ass man to you, and you thinking that it's really genuine when really they sent them to you. Now you they done gave you a drink, told you to get comfortable. Now you done drunk the drink. Now you out of it. They done drugged you, and now they about to get you. They for sure about to get you. And I see that going on in a lot of shows now. That's why I'm just like so hip to so much stuff that's going, because it be in the shows, it be in the movies. This is what they do. They blackmail people, and they use them tapes that they got of you, and they gonna hold that shit against you, and you gonna do whatever they say, or they gonna drop it. That's the bow of silence where they cover their mouth. Yeah. And that's what Glorilla was doing in her video. She was doing both. She was doing the vow of silence, and she was doing the one eye symbolism at the same time. When she lied and said she was trying to take a picture of all her rings, or she wanted to just show off all her rings. Steve Harvey told on Bernie Mac to the elites. Yes, he did, and I don't like him. Now y'all know he look like Mr. Potato Head. he do for real. Steve Harvey ain't shit. He was jealous of Bernie. I remember watching the Kings of Comedy show from '99, and Steve was scolding people because they wasn't laughing at his whack ass jokes. For real. And that's what I'm saying. Like Bernie Mac is he natural at that shit. I can watch the Bernie Mac show all day and still laugh at the same shit. Still laugh at the same stuff. I can watch his stand up comedies and still do the same thing. Like half of them people that was on Kings of Comedy wasn't even funny, especially DL. I'm like, you know what? If you don't take him, if you don't take him out the lineup, he is not funny at all. Balenciaga is all about sex, torture, and made it fashion, and they have ties to Pizzagate, and those foolish celebs support it. Yep, just like Kim and Kanye was one of the people that supported their ass, and then Kim came out with that fake ass. Uh, Probably her publicist told her to write. Right, I'm sorry, told her to write. She came up with that side bad story. Like, girl, you know you gonna still support them behind closed doors. I'm just so mad that they put her and Kanye together. Did you know that Celine Dion has a gender neutral clothing line for kids? Lots of evil imagery and messages. No, I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. And if you notice, it's becoming normal nowadays. Like I do my application, I can fill out a job application, and it'll be like him, her, she. I'm like, shouldn't it only be? But I guess this is the new world we living in. But I'm just like, that's crazy that we got all of these things to identify as now, as to when it was really just either or, female or male. But yes, it was nice talking to y'all. I haven't did this in a while. Yes, even email etiquette, you have to identify your gender for your signature. Yes, it's like everything is changing now, and it's happening right before our eyes. That's why I'm like, we really the people that know, the people that's hip, do what you can to at least try to bring put your family members hip, because we can't all be out here lost. Like if something go down, somebody gonna have to know something. Somebody gonna have to know what to do. Like how we all gonna be out here looking crazy? Somebody gonna have to do something about gender. I'm just reading some more of these comments. But yeah, when y'all watch House Party, don't forget to comment back and let me know what y'all thought about that movie. Did you hear Tyree Nichols' mom say he was the Messiah and sacrificed for the greater good? No, I did not. And I seen that story half the time when stories come out like that, like if it be like a mass shooting where like a kid or somebody went and shot up 12 people in a church or at the mall or a school, or even when it be like the police officers, I don't sometimes I don't pay attention to that shit. And I'm not even gonna lie. And the only reason why I don't pay attention to it is because it fucks with my energy. Like it make you feel some type of way, like damn, this still going on, like they still doing this. But then at the same time, I be feeling like half of this stuff really be set up, and they do this for a reason. Like they like this time we're not going to do all white cops. This time we're going to have all black cops do it, and we gonna put a little twist on it, and we gonna fuck with them that way. And that's just my take on it. I really think. And then they said that half of the police officers was Masons. So once I heard that they was Masons and they was a part of the whatever the fraternity they was a part of, or no, they wasn't. They are part of a fraternity. But once I heard that, I was just like, okay, because I know what that fraternity do and I know how they get down. So it probably was a sacrifice for them. It was in the interview. I need to watch it. I need to. I don't know, y'all. Certain stuff I don't be wanting to mess up my energy. Like it just be having me everywhere. But I'm gonna look into it though, because I want to get more information to see what's really going on. Psych op. Man that died, man died on the field that day. Look at the players' reaction. They was crying like he was gone. Yes. Oh, hold on. So is Tyree Nichols the one that got shot by the police officers, by the black police officers? Is that the one that was on the football team? I'm confused now. That was the one that was on the football field, and he was looking okay, and then he just passed out of nowhere. Cause I seen a breakdown video on him too. If that's oh yeah. Okay. I'm like, hold on, that name do sound familiar. Okay, so I am talking about the wrong person. But yeah, I did see a breakdown about him being on the field and the numbers that was being displayed. Like it was just a lot going on, and I really do think that he did die on that field. But the way that everything happened, it just looked so weird. Like how he just passed out like that, and he was just standing up okay. But I don't know. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. I don't know. But I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. I'm gonna try to go back. Oh, Lady Jane Wild off for all the photos of Damar. Damar Hamlin keeps holding up a heart. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, all right. Let me hold on, cause let me see who I'm talking about, cause I keep confusing myself. Let me see. Okay, okay. So Damar Hamlin is the football player, and Tyree Nichols is the one that the police killed. Okay, I had to, because I'm like, why I keep confusing myself on who is who. Yeah. I also heard that Tyree Nichols had pictures of one of the cops in a compromising position wearing red panties. I saw that on 30th Matthew stream. If that was actually one of the cops. Wow. I'm gonna have to do some more research into that. I'm gonna have to do some more research into him and Damar Hamlin. But I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. It was nice talking to y'all. I enjoyed our conversation. I hope y'all continue to tune in. I will be back more now. I said I'm not gonna abandon my channel anymore. So yeah, I will for sure be back with some more content, or I might just start going live more and not putting out videos. I'll see which one is easier for me. But I hope you all guys have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in again. And do not forget to go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And see y'all tomorrow. Be safe.